I'm just curious, what is your workout regimen? What do I need to do to become this? The laughing doesn't help me. It hurts me, but seriously, what is your workout regimen like? How intense is it?
To be honest with you, it depends on what role I'm going to play. It was funny, last year I had done Chronicles, I'd done Riddick first,
right,
and then I transitioned into Fast and Furious. And my twin brother came out to visit me in London and was complaining that I didn't have enough of a beer gut to play the mechanic of Dom Toretto, so I had to start drinking more beers. So that helped.
That was your acting technique.
That helped.
Was to drink beer.
It's all method. It's all method.
Well, we have a shot of you. I think this is training for Riddick doing this move.
Yeah.
And I.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. If I did that move, my rib cage would break away from my body, and my legs would just clatter on the floor. That's unbelievable. That's how many of those do you do a day?
That was all for the Riddick training. You've seen the stunts that we've done in Riddick where I break out of the chains and I have to be a little bit more acrobatic with that character. So they wanted to focus on a core training.
Yeah, that I would think would be the ultimate core training. Yeah. You're like a flag on the side of a house. Okay, I mentioned how in Fast and Furious 6 you have this London car chase that's mind-blowing, and you've done these car chases in different cities. Yeah. Do you guys think ahead and think, because there's going to be more of these films, sure, what's the next place? Sure. Could we, could you have a car chase around a Mayan temple? At some point, you're going to run out. It's going to be, there's just the Arctic left, Do you think about it?
Well, first of all, it was such a coup to be able to do that quintessential race scene at Piccadilly Circus in London while the Olympics were going on.
Right.
But some places that we have in the future, there is this amazing sequence that takes place on the Wall of China.
You're going to drive on the Wall of China? That's fantastic. I mean, it's just like, you don't even wonder how a car gets up there, There's they didn't build car elevators thousands of years ago.
You got to leave that to Neil Moritz, my producing partner. He'll find a way for us to get those cars up there.
Right. And then it's going to be a lot of old Chinese men jumping out of the way. And tourists, there's a plane scene in Fast, and again, I'm not giving anything away, but there's a plane scene in Fast and Furious 6 that looks quite dangerous, and I thought, okay, maybe they're using CGI or anything, but it actually was a dangerous series of stunts.
It was definitely a dangerous series of stunts. All the fight sequences that you see on that plane, we had this rotisserie built. So while we were doing the fight sequences, the whole stage was going back and forth.
So you could fly around. Yes, you could literally fly around.
But that's, with the wire work, it became a very dangerous environment. That's where Paul Walker blew out his knees from that set. We had to shut down for a little bit, and he had to go to surgery.
Don't you ever think it's getting too dangerous? These...
Yeah.
You should do to make them less dangerous, in Fast Furious 8, there should be a long sequence of your character just waiting in line at the DMV.
I like that scene.
And shoot it in real time. You're there.
I love that scene.
You're here in LA for an hour and 40 minutes. And then you get your picture, you're not happy with it, you talk him into another one.
I love that scene.
All right.
You're right, though. That's the kind of thing we need.
All right, you need me as your partner and you at the DMV.
That's right.
That's a real winner of a Fast and Furious 8, we have a clip here. Can you tell us what this scene is all about?
This is the first time Dom catches up with Letty.
Yeah.
And
who we didn't even know was alive. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at this scene from Fast and Furious 6.